Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're talking about a tool that might just be the holy grail for web designers and developers. It promises to build a bridge over that massive gap between your design file and a live website. This could seriously change how you build in WordPress.
So let's just start with the big one, the question that hits right at the heart of a huge headache for so many of us. You spent days, maybe weeks, getting that design pixel perfect in Figma, only to face the mountain of work of building it all from scratch. But what if you didn't have to?
All right, to really get why this new approach is such a big deal, we got to take a quick look back at the old way. You know the drill, that long, painful slog from a beautiful design to actual working code. And this right here is the classic struggle laid bare. On the left, you've got your creative vision, everything's perfect in Figma. And on the right, that's reality. It's manually rebuilding every box, matching every font, and just endless, tedious tweaking to make the website look like the design you already made. But what if you could just build a bridge over that gap? A way to connect those two worlds without all the manual labor in between? Well, that's exactly what this new tool, the Figma to Elementor plugin, is all about. Let's dive in. So what is it really? Think of it like an AI translator. It's smart enough to look at your visual design, the layout, the styles, the spacing, and it automatically translates it into the real, functional building blocks that Elementor uses for a WordPress page. Now, here's the best part. The workflow is ridiculously simple. We're not talking about learning some complicated new software. It's designed to be as easy and intuitive as, copying and pasting. And this is literally the entire process. Just 4 steps. You select a section in your Figma file, you click a button to let the AI do its thing, you copy the code it spits out, and you paste it right into Elementor. That's it. Seriously.
This quote from the source material just nails it. The whole point is to make building websites easier and more accessible. You don't have to be a coding genius anymore to take a beautiful design and bring it to life on the web.
So you might be asking, why go section by section? Why not the whole page at once? And that's a great question. It's actually a really smart feature. See, AI works best when it's focused. By feeding it smaller chunks, you get a way more accurate and clean conversion. Plus, it makes your final website more modular and easier to manage. Okay, theory is great, but let's talk about what this looks like in the real world. How do you go from that Figma file to a live page, including those little tweaks you'll probably have to make? Once you start pasting these converted sections into Elementor, your page just appears. It's amazing to watch. But, and this is important, it's a powerful assistant, not a magic wand. You're still the director. It does the heavy lifting, but you'll need to add that final human touch. And here are some perfect examples of what that means. The AI might see your logo as just a piece of text, so you'll have to swap it out for the actual image file. Or maybe a button needs a tiny bit more padding to feel just right. Or that cool background image from Figma needs to be properly set in Elementor.
And here's the crucial thing to remember. These are not rebuilds. You're not starting from zero. You're making tiny little tweaks that take seconds, instead of the hours and hours of manual coding you would have been doing.
And that brings us to the headline, the #1 reason this is so exciting. We're talking about the incredible impact this has on your time, your efficiency, and your entire workflow. So if you basically eliminate the most time-consuming part of web development, what does that actually mean for you? For your projects, for your clients, for your business? The number from the source material is 90%. A potential 90% reduction in the time it takes to go from design to code. Just let that sink in for a second. 90%. That's not just a small improvement, that's a total game changer.
Look, when a tool saves you that much time, it does more than just speed you up. It actually gives you the chance to completely rethink how you build websites from the ground up.
It means you launch websites way faster. It means you get to spend your time and energy on the fun stuff, the creative design, instead of just grunt work. It means other people on your team who maybe aren't coders can now build pages. And maybe most importantly, it means the final website looks exactly like the design everyone signed off on.
So in the end, this isn't really about just saving time. It's about what you do with all that time you get back. When you free up your creativity from hours of manual labor, the only question left is, what amazing thing are you going to build next?